How's it going, ladies and bruises? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. We've got one more lever to switch, this green one, so that we can trigger off this distraction. I'm thinking it's a distraction. We haven't actually gotten caught by the guards yet, which is surprising because I'm garbage at stealth. But I kind of have an idea of what we're meant to be doing, and that's kind of as good as we're likely to get, to be honest, with me anyway. Those are the two we need to move. He saw me though. We gotta go.
It's locked.
Shit. Really? How do I get in there then? Is this another way around to the same place? Last week's incident caused significant damage to the infrastructure, putting a stop to current experiments. This is unacceptable. For now on, the wheels to operate the gas stopcocks must be kept in the storage room after each use. Moreover, you must keep the register of use up to date.
The green gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building.
For what? For what purpose? I've repaired your machine as best I can, however the piping's been damaged and I fear the gas is escaping. I cannot do any more in such a short time. All I can do is warn you, if the equipment is put under too much pressure, there's a risk of an explosion. How exciting for us. Looking forward to the old explosion, which is going to kill us all.
Control wheel is missing.
We're going to turn off the crazy gas. It's probably a good idea. There's a control wheel.
This valve controls the pressure.
Oh.
The duct. It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands.
No shit, Sherlock. Okay, so we can't take that off, but we can increase the pressure. Increase the pressure! Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, there's another one. Increase the pressure! Let's blow this place sky high. And give everyone the crazies. There. We just need to max the pressure out here and we're good to go, yeah? All we have to do is find a control wheel for that. There's so much shit to find. Alright, let's go see what we can find around somewhere else. Can we get through here? Ah! Come on, come on! We're experts at this now. Yes! That's
Perfect.
what I'm talking about. We badasses. Oh, you know it. That's what we needed. Looks like there's multiple ways to solve every part of the game, which is so cool. I love that. It's like playing Deus Ex, but horror. Okay, we freak out every time we go into a tight space, so he's got like claustrophobia, same as me. Oh no. Come on. Stop freaking out so much, dude. Not that big a deal.
This lever must turn on the gas machine. The control wheel is
Another
missing.
control wheel missing. Yes.
There's nothing happening.
Bust that shit. Alright, we're slowly getting around this place. Oh, we're here again. Now we're missing two control wheels. We broke the gate, but now we're missing two control wheels instead of one. There's so many dudes out here, I don't want to deal with them. Alright, we better check out some of the new areas. So much to explore here. Let's bust this shit open. Come on, come on, come on. Really?
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Shut up. Let's try that again. Hang on. We got 3 CP. God damn it. We need to bust this all the way to max. We need to max out just to unlock a lock. Good god damn it. Alright, we just got to earn 3 more CP somehow. There's a guy there. He appears to be aware that we're here. It's probably not good.
Exactly what I need.
Keys!
Locked.
Shit.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't
What?
know what you...
No. Not now.
I'll go take a look.
Fuck is that guy?
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what you're doing there, but...
Alright, we're gonna sneak in there, we're gonna grab the key.
Is there anybody around here?
Can that guy please go away? That's so scary. That was so damn close. Grab the keys and let's get out of here. Guards room, maintenance room. Yes. Alright. We have some keys now. I don't know what rooms they're even to.
You can see me.
Let's calm down, please.
No, no.
We've already been in here.
Pain is just information, dear Francis. Invaluable information.
You dirty
from a-
bastard. I'm gonna get over there. I'm gonna kick the shit out of you.
Kill me.
You bloody animal.
What?
If you don't kill me, he will.
My
It's no use.
Ah.
Padlock
I
won't
fear
give.
Your mind is lost forever.
What about up there? Assume we can use this. Think he saw us. Jesus H. Christ.
We got a walker.
Scopolamine, morphine, opium. Nothing but common drugs.
Come on, show yourself.
Nice. Well, we getting out of here.
Who's there?
Fuck. Secrets. Go away. I know you're waiting for me. Go away. Secrets.
I could use this control wheel to turn the valve I saw.
I need another one though. Do you have another one of those around here somewhere? I could really do with a second one.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Is this just... Oh, fuck.
Who's there?
Let's go. Lucky they're slow and dumb. Otherwise we'd be boned. Jesus Christ, that was terrifying.
Now
Go.
for the next step.
Whew. Can I take it off again? No, okay. Means I actually do need to find another control wheel. I've done all the switches so we can go set off that lightning thing. I totally forgot about that. We should go do that too. This one.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
This is not the place to hide. I think I made a mistake. Now I can't get out. They're just gonna be standing there. And I'm freaking out in here. Let's go. God, they're dumb. Dr. Fueller's gone. Or Fuller, or whatever.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
Okay. And I can't do this one. Because I don't have enough medicine.
I'm not leaving without you.
No, don't inflict this on yourself.
Come on, Sanders. Do it for my conscience.
You are making a mistake, sir. My fate is not your responsibility. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
It was Sarah who invoked this curse?
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. No, don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
No!
Sanders! What the hell? I gotta... Okay.
Well, that went well.
This is insane. What killed him?
That went well, like everything we do around here. We're so good at helping. Let us help you. We're good at helping. Promise. Alright, we're out. I guess.
Damn! The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
The hell? Pierce woke up in an asylum. Installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute, he met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller reigned supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders. Before dying in full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decide to use Hawkins' mansion as a hideout.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Are we gonna get wrecked? Nice. Get riggedy wrecked.
Who knows what he could do with what?
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Where's the drinks at?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Yeah, I can't do that one because my occultism isn't high enough. You did see Charles was alive. Oh, what's this? I found this.
I found a Darkwater PD badge. Lost a colleague recently?
What the?
Bradley.
Ethan?
I'm alright, I just had a... It's gone.
You're sure?
If it's important, it'll come back. But I can't explain why Dr. Fuller would have that badge.
The man's a danger, believe me.
What can we do, Pierce?
You did see Charles was alive.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
It seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
You and Dr. Colden. Your memory seems to be failing you.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital, and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
You and Dr. Colden?
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
Sarah Hawkins was committed.
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
Dr. Fuller found Riverside?
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Yeah? Dead bodies.
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes, I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
I got nothing more to say, do I?
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I might be onto a lead.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
You don't want to know.
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
You called him the Shambler.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
Nice
If
to
you
lead.
plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Better to confront the truth.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, no promises. Dr. Sanders' widow. Okay. Let us leave. Chapter 6, Sanders' residence. Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decide to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter, who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to the widow about the Shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
It's Cat.
Oh, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
If you're dealing with her, you've got much to tell me.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
You're taking it quite well.
I expected to find you more grief-stricken than this by the death of your husband.
I do not like the tone of your allusion, sir. I had long months to weep every tear in my body, and to accept, if not my fate, at least that of my husband. And so I'm sorry to disappoint you if you're expecting more hysteria and grieving widow in my voice. Rest assured, however, my anger is real. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
The true culprit is Fuller. I share your grief, but I had nothing to do with it. I guess we'll try the other
Mrs.
one.
Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did he speak to you of a shambler?
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
Oh, but I don't.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Nice. We're gonna check out the shambler painting. But unfortunately, we're out of time for this episode. First, we'll have a look around this room, though.
Did she really care for him, after all?
I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I'm so sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge, allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. What an asshole. What an asshole.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
That's the shambler, huh? How do you know that? Ooh, there's a reconstruction scene in here? Medicine? We'll do the reconstruction, then we'll wrap the episode up. Sorry, I can't put it down. I'm too excited to find out what happens next. Cup?
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? A house of artists.
And you'd expect that, wouldn't you? Realistically. Investigation.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Examine the Shambler. Oh, it's there?
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
He's pretty stoked though. That was a weird noise. That's when he gouged his own eyes out, that's right.
I need to see it.
God damn, that was loud. Why'd you do that? Alright, we need to wrap this episode up here. That was weird. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.